So here at Iron Monkey Strength, we focus on helping people from the ground up essentially build a foundation. A lot of people that come here typically are at a beginner level or they haven't worked out in a very long time. So our goal is to re-educate them, to re-establish that foundation that either they once had or maybe one that they don't have already. Essentially build them from the ground up.
When I came here, I was looking for a place to help me improve with my strength and conditioning for soccer, because I'm a soccer player, and this was the perfect place. I've been searching for years until I found this place, and I've been incredibly consistent ever since I came here. Conditioning has always been my favorite thing. I do not mind doing conditioning at all, but strength has been by far my weakness. So ever since I came here, I've definitely gotten a lot stronger.
Iron Monkey Strength is a lot of ways like a school as much as it is a gym. It's a place where you can lift, you're gonna work out, you're gonna get stronger, but you're also gonna know how to lift and how to do these things safely and effectively without feeling like you don't know what's going on, right? That's the idea here. So everybody starts at the same place. They start with our entry-level program we call the Rite of Passage, and in many ways it is exactly that. It's a rite of passage. It runs 12 weeks, and it teaches them all the fundamental lifting skills when it comes to kettlebells and barbells, and then some fundamentals when it comes to body weight training, etc. The first 4 weeks of it, we nail in on specifically kettlebell work. The kettlebell deadlift, swing, Turkish get-up, overhead press, goblet squats, kettlebell front squats, and the kettlebell clean, which, you know, to a layman, some of these things may just sound like jibber jabber. That's part of the point of the Rite of Passage. It helps to acclimate people to knowing our language, knowing what these things are and what they're called, and feeling comfortable with them.
People are excited about being here and learning new things, and here people want to get strong and learn skills, and that's more exciting to me than just getting you pretty. Part of our job here, not only to teach them, but to reassure them and give them confidence that they themselves can do it. Because I started off not knowing how to do it myself, and since I've been doing kettlebells and I'm 56 years old, I feel that I'm stronger now, more mobile now than I was before. I used to do powerlifting and now I do kettlebells, and I'm in better shape now than I was before, and if I look like this at 56, maybe you can too.
I joined here about 2 years ago, right when Iron Monkey Strength first opened. I knew nothing about kettlebell lifting. I knew nothing about barbell lifting properly. In the 2 years that I've been here, I felt like I've really gained a new skill that I'm going to be able to take with me for the rest of my life that will be transformative. Everything from just understanding how your body works to being able to apply strength in things that you didn't think you could apply strength in. As a New Yorker, I'll give you an example. Imagine you're on a crowded subway car and you have no place to hold on to. When you learn how to deadlift properly and you learn how to feed tension through your feet, you don't fall down anymore. I mean, that's a practical example of how you can use tension to help yourself in everyday life. You don't have to be a construction worker, you don't have to be an iron worker, you don't have to be a metal worker. These are just everyday little things you get to notice about yourself.
Week 5, we teach them how to barbell deadlift. They learned how to kettlebell deadlift, so now it's just as simple as teaching the nuances in the technique of deadlifting with the barbell. Then the bench press, back squat, front squat, military press with the barbell, etc. So now after 8 weeks, you've learned 5 fundamental kettlebell lifts and 6 fundamental barbell lifts. Basically the last week, they've learned to snatch, and we start doing some 5-rep maxes, figuring out where their strengths are so we can get a pulse on that. So that programming post-Rite of Passage, we can be more accurate as to where they're starting on their load parameters. And they graduate with a certificate. We give them a certificate of completion, and they get their open lift pin, which is the first pin that everybody here gets. We have a pin system so that when you hit different milestones, you earn these special pins. It gives people that thing to train for, that thing to work for besides their initial motivation. Now they have a little extra motivation, and it helps with their enthusiasm as well.
Once they go through the 12-week Rite of Passage, we see people feel totally different about how they approach fitness. They feel that they can do a lot of different things that they maybe weren't expecting that they could do originally. And they just love the atmosphere because it's continuously coaching. They're never on their own. They're able to always get coached, and they're always able to ask questions, and it's a very friendly and a very inviting atmosphere.
I would say no matter at what level you are or what you do, just to come in and definitely give it a shot. I come from an athletic background, and when I started, I still knew absolutely nothing. So I grew a lot with the coaches in terms of kettlebell work, barbell work, everything, to a point where I even gave Olympic weightlifting a shot. It's been amazing. I love it. I never thought I would ever do Olympic weightlifting and lift that heavy, and I'm just amazed at how this gym has taught me how to do all of that.
If you're thinking of getting started, I would just come in, get your questions answered, see the space, meet the people, get a vibe for what's going on, and get started and try it out. It's kind of like test driving a car. Most people don't come in, they don't typically buy a car just by looking at it, they test it out. They want to feel how it moves, they want to see the features, ask questions. It's kind of like that here. Most people know they want to get in shape, they know that they want to see results, but they don't know where they want to do it. So I think a lot of times feeling it out, getting a feel for the community, meeting the coaches, that's typically where people make their decision, and most people after doing all that, they find this is the best place for them.